a lot of people still have that mindset about people who have skill, that they are
uneducated.
There are people who struggle with academics.
And that's really a problem. I'm trying to find the relationship between the general arts that you read and then you being a fashion designer now.
So in our home, after JHS, the period where you wait for your results to come in, everybody's supposed to learn a skill. When I was going to SS, what made me happy was I made all my uniforms.
You believed you were learning your father?
Yes. Eventually I did it, and she paid me my first money, 20 Ghana. I had that 20 cedis for a year.
Welcome to the Heart World channel.
Thank you.
On this channel, we instill hope in the hearts of the youth, and sometimes show them a way out of their situations. And we realize that one thing that has become very common, so they say, is that jobs are not available. It's what we say after university, that jobs are not available. The youth finish every now and then, they are out there and they are so helpless, so powerless over their situations. And when I heard your story, I thought that this is a beautiful story that we have to share. This is a story that a lot of youth need to hear, so that they will realize that really there is a way out of their situation. So I want us to start by you introducing yourself. Tell us your name. I'm not sure you are Akosua Mercy. Are you Akosua Mercy?
My father insisted I mention all my names.
All your names.
So I'm Mercy Kafui Akosua Ansi. I'm a fashion designer, basically into women's wear for now.
Is that what you did in the university?
So I did general arts.
Wait, you mean you read general arts?
Yes.
In the senior high school?
Yes.
Where from the clothing?
Because I wasn't sure of what I really wanted to do, but I needed options.
I'm trying to find the relationship between the general arts that you read and then you being a fashion designer now.
So in our home, after JHS, the period where you wait for your results to come in, everybody's supposed to learn a skill. My sister was supposed to pick a field and then learn something, and she was a bit hesitant. She really wanted to learn the sewing, but she didn't want people to see her for some strange reason. I don't know. So, and I agreed with her, because a lot of people still have that mindset about people who have skill, that they are uneducated. There are people who struggle with academics.
That is why they took that option.
Yes. So
and that's really a problem, because once we think like that, the very brainy people are going to school to do other things, and then they come out and they don't know what to do with themselves, and then we leave those so-called doubts. And really, when a child is struggling academically, they are the ones that they enroll in the skills training. Yes. And that is why that industry is fraught with so much problems. Yes,
that's true. So after JHS, my sister decided to learn the sewing. She agreed to go on an agreement that it would be in a place where a lot of people wouldn't see her. And surprisingly, my parents managed to get somebody in. So she was in the market, alright, but where she is, unless you come in before you see her, then she started. And I completed JHS, and they said, okay, what are you learning? I'm like, what should I learn? I know I'm already there. Thank you, sister. So I have a lot of things to treat, and yes, so I decided to join my sister over there, and the woman was, I think if every teacher is like her, the world would be a better place, because she took her time. I remember when my classmates would be passing by, would be laughing, giggling, and Hey, they should give them warning and
Hey.
never to pass by her shop.
Pass
And
there.
yes, just because of me, like she wanted me to learn
To
and all that,
protect
to
you.
protect
Yeah.
me. Because I remember I went home and I told my dad, I'm not doing again. I won't do again. And he said, okay. So we had an agreement that I'll learn for him. And then
That's funny.
I can continue with whatever I wanted to do. So that was.
So you believed you were learning
I was
for
learning,
your father?
yes, I believe I was learning for him. But fast forward, when I was going to SS, what made me happy was I made all my uniforms.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
Credit to my madam, yes, the
Okay.
one who taught me. She was really helpful. Not like those ones that they will send you to go and buy food. So this one, she really dedicated herself to. It wasn't even how much. It wasn't that much, but she did her best. She gave her best.
She bared her soul
Yes,
for you.
Yes. So SS, that was when I started doing. You know, when we go to school, I don't know, there's science students, they had a male tailor for their uniforms.
Okay.
And then we had some woman who did just sewed raw clothes for us, and I'll sit down, alter mine with needle and thread. I'll alter it for my friends, my classmates, hairmates, make it shorter.
Hey,
and, oh yes,
you're these girls.
yes. I was doing all those things for fun.
Okay.
But when I got to the university, my people bring clothes. I send fabric. I don't know why I send fabric to school. It's not like I had a machine to work or anything. But then I sent fabric to school. And then fortunately for me, my roommate was doing consumer science. And then they had to do fashion design at a point. So she brought in a sewing machine. And I was so excited. I was so excited. And the rest of the time, if I'm not in class or I'm in the room sewing, then the following semester, she wouldn't be, they are done with that course. So does it end there? No. Then, funny enough, you know how God really works. You can't really, it's when you sit back that you're able to trace how God works. So I then met a friend, Carl, and then he just liked my matter for some strange reason. I was like, oh, I hear you sew on campus. I just do it for fun and all that. But then he said, no, I should take it up. So what is my problem? And I said I needed a sewing machine. Then he said, how much do I have? I wasn't having any money. But I told him, I said that the machine was 300 cedis. I told him I had 150. I was left with 150. I didn't have. So the following day he sent the 150 and I was hot. Now I said I had 150. I didn't have.
We call it self-help.
You see? Then I called my eldest brother, and he sent me money. And then my mom topped up and then went to buy the machine. So the next semester I came to school with a sewing machine. But I was still doing it for free and for fun. Then one day, my brother said, won't you start business with this thing? I said, me? Charge? How? How will I charge? But then he encouraged me. They said, that's how his friends are doing it. So I remember my first client, my friend Della. Della came. And then she said, Methodist cloth. She needed me to do. I prayed, thought about it. Should I do? Should I not do? So eventually I did it, and she paid me my first money, 20 Ghana. I had that 20 money, 20 cedis for a year. I was so excited.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Then it became a business, and I was so fortunate to have study mates.
Okay.
That I didn't struggle much academically. Yes.
Okay. So when you came out of the uni, how did you, because I know that you are doing fashion full time, like you saw one of the most beautiful wedding gowns I know, but this is a graduate from English and political science. How did you not, continue that as a career, but sewing, doing the fashion full time now?
thank God for mentorship.
Mm.
And to say that
Thank God for mentorship.
yes,
Hmm.
my brother really inspired me.
Mm.
Yes,
Push.
my brother
Who
really,
is your
really,
brother? What's his name?
Mr. Samolansi,
Hey,
your
Mr.
husband.
Samolansi. Ah, Mr. Samolansi.
Yes, your
Hi, Mr.
husband.
Ansi. We are
Yes,
grateful.
so he really, really inspired me to doing business, and those times I didn't really see it as I didn't understand, but he would buy me books by John C. Maxwell, and he used to buy a lot of books.
Okay.
So I buy books because when I send this book, when my brother sees that I bought a book, he'll be very happy that I bought a book. So I usually buy business books and things, and I remember I bought Rich Dad Poor Dad just to make him happy.
Yeah.
Not that I would use it for anything. Then came the reading. He would encourage me to read, and I wasn't really. So I had a little bit of the encouragement of I can do business, but I never imagined that in the fashion field.
Okay.
So the transition came when after my national service. I remember 10th March. We were supposed to go for alumni homecoming, and I wanted a dress. That the dress it's a simple dress, but it needed technicalities to execute it. And I didn't know the technical aspects of I learned the freehand, but then I didn't really know the technical aspects to go to do certain designs. And I really love designs, like play with fabrics and all that. So I went to a woman, and then I heard she did fashion at Winneba.
Okay.
And the woman would tell me I should go and come. The program is fast approaching. And you go to YouTube. That was I started using YouTube, but I wasn't really getting the design. That was when I decided, no, I have to go to school. Okay. I was going to school just to learn the basic technicalities for me to be able to do things for myself. Even at that point, for myself.
Okay. Interesting.
Then I finished service. Contract came. We were supposed to go to Graphic Road, and where I was staying, I entered to Graphic Road. And the money they were supposed to pay. Then again, I called my brother, and then we did a calculation. If you take out your transportation, take out your food, how much is left? Can you go with that? Deep down, it wasn't something I wanted.
Interesting. But why didn't you continue working as maybe an economist or something English? Anything? Why interest? So you developed interest. The interest that was not even there from the beginning. You were trying to learn the fashion for your dad. You came out of the uni, and then the interest.
I was learning it for my dad, but at the end of the day, I loved it.
Wow. So looking back to when you were being coerced, so to speak, to learn the fashion, and then today after university, you had a job offer. Why didn't you take that job, interest aside?
I think it will go back to the encouragement that I had.
But the fashion, the money you were making in the fashion, alongside when you were doing your national service and stuff, comparing to the money they were going to pay you at the job offer, were they the same?
No.
Which one was more?
As at that time, the job offer was more.
But today, the money that is paid on the job, and then the one you make through fashion, which is more?
What I make through fashion.
So would you say the fashion had become very rewarding as compared to, seeking for jobs? What is your advice, to young people who are in JHS, to even parents? Because I know that even when it comes to skills training, some parents they don't want to hear of it. So how do you think that the challenge of hopelessness after uni, after SHS can be resolved?
So I think I'll pick it from this parent aspect.
Okay.
It's not just the running through the educational system. Make sure you get A's. It's important that we get A's.
Okay.
But what skills do you develop, be it soft or hard skills?
I think that clearly, when you see somebody who was learning those skills alongside the mainstream education, they look more matured and more responsible.
But I think now the narrative is changing.
It's changing. People are learning skills.
A lot of people.
More.
If you know the
but
number
some
of
actually finish university before
learning.
Yes.
And that's okay.
But is it possible that the mentoring can become more so that they will start from the time they didn't even know what to do with their lives? You get it, like after JHS, where you are just clueless, where you are at the mercy of your parents, to actually mentor you, to encourage you to learn something. If in future you realize you don't even want it, you have nothing to lose.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. That's true. But I think now the narrative is really changing.
Okay. Looking at this lady here, you should know that those in the skill industry are not daft. They know what they are doing. They are very, very intelligent people who have a career and have decided to choose this path. It's more rewarding than even the career they pursued in the uni. What's the name of your brand? Where do we find you in case we're looking for a high-end fashion designer?
Okay, so I'm currently at Adenta Ruby Junction. We are mainly into bridal wear, but we still do the bespoke. But usually we do bespoke. Yeah. Very soon we are coming with a ready-to-wear. Very, very soon we are coming with a ready-to-wear.
Amazing. Yeah. So Ansi Atilete. So thank you very much for honoring our invitation. It's just a pleasure.
Thank you too.
So goodbye, viewers. We'll see you soon with another inspiring interview. But till then, we want you to encourage your children to try a skill because it might become their only lifeline, to a future that is financially rewarding. Thank you.
Thank you too.
I guess that you'll never know.